Hello, 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 everyone. It is James from Media Jam, and we are back with a new episode of Friday Night at the Arcade. Doing something a little different than what we did last week. We're going to look at a collection of arcade games, Midway Arcade Treasures, which was released in 2003 on the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and the Gamecube. The version we're going to be looking at is for the Nintendo Gamecube. So this disc features many arcade classics from Midway, of course. As you see here, lots of different games. I'm going to focus on 2 or 3 of them just to kind of give you all an idea of what's here and what some of my favorites on here are. But lots and lots of good games on this particular collection. First one we're going to look at, I think, is one that I used to have on the NES, though. And that, of course, is Paperboy. So you get a little shot here while it loads so you can see your controls here. So it looks like my right trigger is going to do the pedaling and the A button is going to throw. So let's go ahead and jump in. Now I will tell you, I am not the best at the arcade version of Paperboy. I actually am much better at the NES version. So we're going to go with Easy Street. We're going to take it easy on ourselves. See what's happening here. So if you've never played Paperboy, the point is to get the newspapers into the mailboxes or on the front porch of your subscribers, and to avoid obstacles and not throw the papers, there's a bundle of papers, at your non-subscribers. Now the lightly colored houses are of course your subscribers, and the black or dark colored houses are not, so you can kind of mess up their junk there. Okay, we got the dude with the go-kart coming out here, so you gotta get in the road. Now if you miss a house or you break their window or something, they will unsubscribe, and the game will keep going until you run out of lives, and that house is not going to continue subscribing, and I have unfortunately ran up on the thing and crashed. I have a hard time with this version with the trigger being my pedaling. I have a hard time. I'm so used to the A button being pedal and the B button being throw. But keep going here. Oh, I broke that window too. Not having the best route, but that's okay. As long as you have 1 subscriber and some lives left, you can continue delivering papers. They won't fire you. That guy there's trying to break in. I'm going, oh, we broke the window. Well, that's okay. That is okay. Sometimes it's more entertaining. Stop the fight for a little while there. Sometimes it's more entertaining to fail than it is to win. When you get done at the end, you always have these training courses. You try to get through. I believe that if you die during the training courses, you don't actually lose a life, which is nice. But we made it to the end here. And your adoring fans that are for some reason sat up at the end of a neighborhood are there to cheer you on. So when you get done with your first day or any day, the houses that you missed or that you broke their windows will unsubscribe. So now, again, the point for this is to keep as many lives as possible and to at least deliver 1 paper successfully. And right there, the game can continue because I delivered that paper. Oh, I don't think that one counts, even though it's in their yard. No score appeared. That's okay. So as the days move on, you will start seeing more obstacles and distractions and hazards as you go. Oh, there we go. We got a hearse here hanging. I just didn't feel like I hit him, but evidently that collision detection, it got me. No excuses there. Oh, ooh. Not, look both ways before you cross the street, kids, okay? These games are not easy, particularly the arcade version. I have a lot better luck on the NES edition. I'll have to play that here soon and vindicate myself. Alright, get back on the sidewalk. Ooh, missed that house, hit their flowers instead, but again, ooh, watch out for that. Get back on there. And ran into a sign, I think is what I hit there. Keep on going up here. Now one thing that Midway does seem to have removed, well, I ran right into that sign while talking. One thing that Midway does seem to have removed from this game, and this is the game over screen. Paperboy calls it quits. So, as you see, doesn't mean I'm good at the game. I might love it, but I am not the best at it. But let's go ahead and put our initials in. MJ for Media Jam. There we go. Alright, and when you hit the Z button on your GameCube controller, you can go back out to the menu. So we're going to look at another one of my favorites here. This is a game, again, that I had on the NES as a kid, and that I'm not great at, but I do love. And that game is called Marble Madness. Now, the point of Marble Madness, really, the only thing you can do is slow yourself down or speed yourself up and move around. But in Marble Madness, you play clearly as a marble. And the point of the game is to make it to the bottom or to the end of the race with enough time to spare. Okay, and you get time bonuses depending on how fast you do it. This to me is one of the hardest games in my opinion I've ever played. But we're gonna give Marble Madness a good shot here. See what we can do. These games are all arcade classics. Definitely something from the 80s, of course, that were really popular. That was a really good first level there for us on Marble Madness. So we got 49 seconds left over, so we get a little bit of a boost there. 65 seconds for this one. Alright. We'll probably play Marble Madness until game over. And as you can see from that right there, it shouldn't take too long. Watch out for the little slinky snakes here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Well, alright. That's okay. It's okay. Fell off and broke. This definitely not going our way, guys. Definitely a rough turn of events on Marble Madness for us here. Maybe if I use the D-pad, I'll have better luck. I've been using the analog stick, and I think that maybe I'm just more used to the D-pad for this game. I seem to be doing just a little bit better with the D-pad, but not really. No, not tremendously better. Okay, so 8 seconds. Oh, we're right at the goal. Can we make it? Come on. Can we make it? Can we make it? Can we make it? We did. With 2 seconds to spare, we finished level 2 of Marble Madness. We get 35 more seconds for level 3. Yeah, this is not going to go great for us, but we're going to try it. We're going to do what we can. This game is deceptively difficult. The controls are very awkward. Now, I know that, if I'm not mistaken, the arcade game featured like a trackball that you can move the marble with that probably felt a little more natural than using the D-pad or the analog stick. These are little puddles of acid, and they will dissolve you. See, they dissolve the marble right away. We got a little extra time gifted to us here, but I don't think it's going to matter. This is definitely a bad time to have the amount of time that we have. Yeah, we're going to see game over here, guys. No, and let's go down the chute. That doesn't give us nearly enough time, though. Game over, unfortunately, on Marble Madness. But Marble Madness is a good time. I will tell you that I do better sometimes, and I can tell you that because those are my real initials up there at number 1. So I have done well enough to get myself at the top spot, but as you can tell, not well enough because, well, let's just say that if I was better at what I do, we would probably have higher score than 17,000. If you have a particular game on Friday Night at the Arcade you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments down below. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you're enjoying, what you're not enjoying. Just loving making this content for you guys. Visit us on Facebook, Twitter. Come join our Discord server. The links to all that is right below in the description. Until I see you all again, you have a good one.